coming from VCA. Yeah.
So we already have the first change. That's entry number 50. And it is not a Plymouth Barracuda. It is a Porsche. Oh. And if we had time, I would tell a story from the captain's chair of an experience that I had with a Porsche, driving it across country, which was not my happiest exposure to Porsche motor cars. But we don't have time for that today. So, Kate, would you talk a minute about, since
I'm a Virgo. I like long walks on the beach. Oh, not that kind of talk? Okay, sorry. Event sponsors for this lovely car parade today and car show: Island Insurance, Medlock and Sons, and a special thanks to VCA, Chamber of Commerce here on Vashon, and the Voice of Vashon, of course, and Vornbrock and Vashon Properties. Thank you very much.
So the car parade and the car show later this morning are all sponsored by Island Insurance, and I believe that the lead person at Island who's been working on this is Chastity.
Yep. She puts a lot of work into this event.
Who has put a lot of work into this, and in particular for the car show that will be later on after our time together here on the street.
Absolutely. And we want to thank some of our underwriters here at Voice of Vashon. Without them, we can't keep doing what we're doing. Also, if you happen to see a man in a sandwich board, he is selling raffle tickets to win a shopping spree at our very own Thriftway here. This is our biggest fundraiser of the season. Our goal is $25,000, and we do it one $20 ticket at a time. So this is our last day today to do that. So if you see Rick Wallace out there or any of our friendly faces at the Voice of Vashon, slip them a 20. We sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much to Windermere Real Estate, to Pandora's, Puget Sound Cooperative Credit Union, Thriftway, of course, and somebody is calling me as I'm live on the air. Oh, it's Chastity. I'm going to go off my headset for a moment.
So those of you who are veterans of the car parade will recognize that this year the ever-lovely Kate and I are sitting on a somewhat smaller platform. We used to be set up on a flatbed truck, which gave us the opportunity to shift from the port and starboard cheeks on the platform. This year, if we shift too much, one of us is going to fall off the platform, and that will be an exciting entry into the car show, which we've never done before.
We're cuddling up here, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, we're getting checked. We're good.
Yep, keep going.
Many thanks to Puget Sound Energy. They've got a really cool booth here, actually, and they're handing out these little bags that are designed by some artists, some local artists. Sawbones, The Pharmacy, Minglement, Granny's, who also has a booth out here, Vashon Framery, Palouse Winery, Little Cup over here, Link Audiology, NACM, LS Cedar, Dr. Steve Norse, Vashon Market IGA right behind us, and Hawthorne Stereo, as well as Deborah Heesh, who has some special guests that will be in the backs of cars, I have heard, today.
Have we covered all of the sponsors?
And Vashon Island Fire and Rescue and the Healthcare District. We work very closely with those two organizations as well. And Vashon, be prepared.
You're looking very fetching this morning with those pink glasses.
Thank you very much. It's a little chillier than it was last Strawberry Fest. If everybody remembers that one, it was hotter than all get out last year.
I am looking in vain to starboard to see whether or not the first vehicle is approaching.
We did get the thumbs up from Chastity that they are on their way. Now, these are classic cars, so they might be rolling through at a little slower of a pace than, the average car.
Well, our custom and tradition also is that you and I try to give each vehicle a short but pithy time right in front of us to tell a little bit about the vehicle and who is driving it. And one year, some of the more chronologically advanced, sort of like your captain, vehicles began to overheat because we were taking too much time. And in the meantime, a Metro bus is headed in the other direction, and a Murray trash truck. So they are not in the car parade. Today it's not going to be all of that hot. One of the things that we like to talk about when we have a really hot day is to make sure that if you bring your dogs, that you bring water for them, and make sure that they are taken care of as well as all of the people.
Absolutely. And here's what I'll say. Captain Joe knows a thing or two about cars, and this person here beside him knows not a thing about cars.
Right. That's we established that the first time around, the first year we did this.
And yet they still invite me back. I can't figure it out.
Yes. So Kate provides the island color, and she's doing it spectacularly this morning with those pink sunglasses. And I provide a little bit of knowledge about motor cars. I've been around motor cars my whole life. I started out with my first car was a 1939 Ford, and it had, of course, a flathead V8 in it, and that was also my first failure with cars, because I decided that I would try to overhaul the carburetor. And those of you who are flathead Ford people know that they had a Holley carburetor, and I took it off of this 1939 Ford. I was, I think at that time, 15 or 16. In those days in the Commonwealth of Virginia, you could get a full driving license at 14. And I was working in a service station every day after school. And so I took this carburetor apart. I had the little overhaul kit, but I failed in one major way, and that was that I did not fully read the instructions. And I left out a major piece. And the Holley carburetor did not function when I put it back on the 1939 Ford, and I had to go and get some help from one of my colleagues at Westover Esso. This is where I work. So when I was a captain of a Coast Guard cutter, I always sailed on time, and I'm looking at my large watch, and I see that
this is Vashon, Captain Joe.
It's Vashon.
You know that one. You know
I
that
know
one.
that, but we also have to get them down safely to the site of the car show later.
Yes.
So for people who are marching back and forth in front of us, and you have not yet bought your tickets for the
we got tickets. We got your tickets right here.
Ever lovely Kate is holding up a packet of tickets. You can come up to us, but you can also find anybody that is wearing a sandwich board. Dr. Sally Fox is out and about, and I know that Rick Wallace is out and about. And if you apply suitably, will be able to get those raffle tickets.
And we are live on air, broadcasting on KVSHLP 101.9 FM. We are a low-powered, community-powered radio station and television station, believe it or not. We are publicly funded by all of our amazing underwriters and our donors, just like you. And we provide the emergency alert system service specific to Vashon that helps our islanders in times of need. We're very proud of that. We like to call ourselves the Island Connection. And we are so privileged to be doing these parades on air as well as on our YouTube live channel as well. And I want to call out to my little big grandbaby who's watching right now. Hi, Vivian.
So we're streaming live.
We are streaming live right now.
All over the world.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Viv.
And there are people who listen to my broadcast on Tuesday afternoon at 12:30 every Tuesday. I broadcast live from wherever I am in the world, and I have broadcasted from Stockholm, Sweden, and I have broadcast from Amsterdam, and I have broadcast from underneath the Polar Star, the Coast Guard cutter Polar Star, when she was in the dry dock down in Vallejo, California. And I am able to do this through the generosity of all of the people who support the Voice of Vashon. And there are people who are watching and listening to Kate and to your captain today from probably as far away as Maine, because I had a signal today from a friend who lives in Maine and who used to be part of my command when I was the commander in the Great Lakes. And so if you all think that the Voice of Vashon reaches only to the Vashon Island community, know that actually the work that we do is spread out all over the world, and people from all over the world donate and contribute when we put out the word that we need some financial help.
Absolutely, and I wanted to say a big thank you to our tech team. We have Art, Art Chippendale over on camera 1. We have Jeff Dunicliffe over here on the handy cam. What do you call that little thing that's attached to your body? Yeah, that thing. And then over here behind us, we have Dan Schuler on the live stream. We have Michael Whitmore, who also has his own show on Friday mornings, the Friday Morning Scramble, and he counts the Subarus at 10 a.m. Really fun, a fun little thing that he does. And then who else do we have in there? Dan and Steve Allen. Steve Allen is one of our founding members of Voice of Vashon. We've been on the island here for over 25 years. Very proud of and privileged to do what we do for our community. So thank you to everyone. And thanks to our fabulous tech team. And again, our event sponsors today for this car show and car parade, Island Insurance and Medlock & Sons. Thank you so much for making this annual event possible. And special thanks to Vashon Center for the Arts, the Vashon Chamber, Voice of Vashon. It feels funny thanking myself.
So
Ourselves, doesn't it?
Somebody walked in front of me, a gentleman just walked by wearing a Vashon Hydro t-shirt.
Oh, the hydro races.
So people who are listening to us who do not live on the magical Isle of Vashon should be aware that one of our traditions here on the island is that on the 4th of July, at around 0400 hours, the hydro boats make the run around the island. And part of that tradition is that on the 5th of July, a letter is sent into the island newspaper, the Beachcomber, complaining about the noise. I am one of those who delights in having the noise and the tradition. I'm very much a traditionalist in many different ways, and so I am delighted when I hear that sound. And on the 4th of July, I have a big family gathering. This last year, I had 12, 13 of my family staying with me at captain's quarters, and they all contributed to the complaining tradition. And I said that captain's people do not get to complain about anything but about that. And now the gentleman is saying to me that the car show lead vehicle is coming.
We see them. Woohoo! And again, if you're just tuning in on the air, you're listening to KVSH LP 101.9 FM, your island-powered community radio.
So before we get started, I take this opportunity to thank all of you who are gathered around us here at the very small stand from which Kate and I will be careful not to fall off of, and to the Voice of Vashon for allowing me in particular to have the privilege to broadcast every week to Captain Joe's people all over the world. So the lead vehicle that is coming on down is driven by Kevin Flick. And my notes say that he is a first-year island resident, and he's driving a 1977 Volvo C303, a retired fire truck from Älmhult, Sweden. Now, I happen to know that my broadcast reaches to Sweden because I have family that lives in Stockholm. And Älmhult is the town where IKEA was founded, for those of you who assemble IKEA gear. What a great vehicle. My goodness.
Oh, so cute.
And it is a livable camper. and it was driven from Sweden to Belgium, then on a boat. The next car behind it is a Tesla Roadster. My goodness, I did not know that the world of Elon Musk included roadsters. What a lovely car and what a lovely
Randy Medlock, card number 1.
Number 2 is a Ford Shelby, Shelby Hunter, silver with black stripes. Listen to that.
That's a muscle car right there.
The next car behind that is
Craig Habrat. Thank you, Craig.
You ready?
Yep.
Malcolm Huddleston in a VW Sunbug. It carries the name Beetlejuice. It has a sunroof.
Punch bug, you know punchbacks.
Oh, I don't have time. No,
Punch
it
bug,
has
you know
a
punchbacks.
sunroof, which is an unusual feature for a Bug. And of course, Bugs have the traditional engine aft, and right behind it is Barry Briskman in a Packard Super 8, a 1947. Interesting car because Packard had several lines of cars. This one is a
so fun.
A fastback, beautifully restored car. Look at the
he's gone.
Look at the spotlight.
Barry is gone.
Right after that is Kara Briskman driving a 1966 Ford
Mustang. Oh, baby.
Notice the similarity to this car and to the Ford Shelby that you saw just before that. And the body shape is very much the same. Thank you very much.
Gorgeous.
Kara. A 240Z, a Datsun 240Z, and the Datsun name was retired, but the cars themselves, there are still a number of 240s, a lovely car, all original, and it is over 40 years old. And thank you so much, Rick, for bringing it.
Another Voice of Vashon personality in that car.
Yep.
Thanks, Rick.
The 1935 Plymouth PJ Deluxe Touring Sedan.
Wow.
A straight 6 underneath it, the original engine, I would imagine. And what a lovely car. Notice the way that the stern, the boot, or the trunk is fitted on this particular car. And the stoplights that stick out. Great car. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Gorgeous. Oh, my gosh.
Right behind it is Laura Western. This is one of my Coast Guard families. You'll notice that the Coast Guard ensign is flying. This is a VW Bug, and also with a sunroof.
You
which
match my
again
toes.
And Laura, the ever lovely Laura, is waving frantically at her because Ron and Laura are Coast Guard people and are just delighted to have them. Thank you for being here. And the
Punch bug, you know punchbacks. That was another punch bag.
Why?
You know
Because
punchbacks.
it's a VW?
Yeah.
All right,
punch
there
bag,
we
you know
go.
Punchbacks. Oh, wow.
A Maserati, a 2014 Maserati, Gran Turismo. I always love the names that the Italians give to their vehicles. A Gran Turismo. That means that we take this thing out on the autobahns of Europe and run it at 120 knots.
And Matt, I guess that was your
car.
kid earlier in there in the other one.
If we had time, I would tell a couple of my stories about Italian cars that I have owned, but we don't have time for that today
So
either.
that was Matt Habrat and Craig Habrat in that first
And,
Ford Shelby.
Okay, so we have, this is number 11. So number 10 maybe got dropped out. Number 11, Bill, is a, let me see here. It doesn't tell me what it is. A 604.
And that right here.
There we go. There we go. Got it. Now we got it. A BMW, Bavarian Motorwerke, an 840 Ci, an 8 Series car, and 1995, and it tells us that only a few, about 2,500 of these cars were sold, and you happen to own one of them, and thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you so much.
I don't have a car this nice. How do you get a car this nice? Sheesh.
50,000 miles. Add another mile to it. Down this way. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Chris Coldine up next.
A little Triumph Herald, a little red Triumph Herald. Is this the original paint?
No water at the
paint
cameras,
on
please.
the car? And Triumph was among one of several British automakers that made cars with a soft top or hood, what the Brits call a hood, which is we call a top, and just a really neat little car. Just a neat little car.
It's called a lollipop. I love it.
It's called the Lollipop, yes.
I love it.
The Buick Skylark. You'll notice that on the Skylark there are no port lights on the fenders. And
I didn't notice that.
Joe Souza with a 1970 Buick Skylark. Just a lovely restoration and a great color. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Thanks, Joe.
A 1956 Ford mainline Tudor. 1956 is the year I graduated the Coast Guard Academy, so I am familiar with this particular.
Wow.
And as
that was Elmer Reed.
Whoa, moved right along there.
Bye-bye, Elmer. Hello and goodbye. Oh, right. What do we got next? Oh, that's a cutie. Look at that little thing. I love it.
A 1974 Alfa. And Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and all of those were Italian cars. And since I don't have time to tell my Italian car story, I see that not only are we waving the American flag on one side, but the Italian flag on the other side. I'd like to know, is this car a maintenance challenge? Yes, I'll bet it is. That's part of my story about Italian cars. Thank you for
That's why
bringing
you
it.
have two Alfa Romeos, right? Well, one's in the shop. Yeah. Thanks, Andrew.
So right behind it is a DeSoto. DeSoto is a brand that we do not have anymore.
It's for sale, Captain Joe.
Between a four-door DeSoto, a make that we no longer have. Interesting about this car is that if you look at the rear doors, those are called suicide doors, and that's because if you open them up and you're moving the car, the doors can get ripped off. But I see yours are still here. This one has the original engine in it, the original straight flathead 6.
Wow.
Yep.
Craig and Mandy Freed.
Great car, and I mourn the loss of the DeSoto name because there were some really interesting vehicles in it. Thank you so much for bringing it.
And it's a fun name to say, DeSoto. DeSoto. It's a fun name to say.
Oh. So.
Look at that little cutie. It's a little pocket car.
So what?
Island car. Oh.
All right. So let's see where we are on the.
An island car. That's gorgeous. It's a little pocket car. You fold it up and put it right in your pocket.
Okay.
Number 17.
Yeah.
John Paul Nelson III.
It's a 1949 Mercury Coupe, and this would have had originally the Mercury version of the flathead V8. Does it still have the original engine in it? What a lovely, lovely restoration and paint job. Take a look at the covers over the aft or rear wheels. That makes for a challenge when you have to change the tires. But just a great car and a very interesting styling version.
And take a look at the hula dancer in the back window.
Huh?
I love the hula girl.
Oh.
Whoa, we've got a Isaac Slade coming with a whole bunch of. It's a clown car. It's like a clown car. How many more kids can you get in that car there?
So this is a 1961 MG, and people sometimes want to know what the initials MG stand for. They stand for Morris Garage, which was the name of the original name of the company that built MG motor cars. This one's got knockoff wire wheels, and those are, I guess, the original Rudge wheels that are on it. And you've got all these wonderful young people that are riding with you, challenging the rear suspension.
Absolutely. And Isaac Slade, owner of Side Stack Records, right beside Voice of Vashon. You also have a show at VCA coming up in September, right? September what? September 5, VCA. Get your tickets now to see Isaac Slade. Fabulous.
1940 Super Deluxe.
Hi,
Good morning.
guys.
A 1940 Ford Super Deluxe. Does it have the original flathead V8 in it? What's in it now? Okay.
Damn!
It,
Wow!
It's also been lowered a little bit, but it's got a lovely paint job on it. Beautiful, beautiful
And that's
car.
Hugh Turner, another fabulous Voice of Vashon guy. Oh, member. And look at this. Oh, my girlfriend had one of these.
This is
When I was in high school, she had this. I don't know what it is.
This is an early in this country Honda. It's called a Honda Prelude, and it comes from Dave Martin's, and it's been in the family since it was new. Dave is the third generation to own it, according to the notes that I have here in front of me.
You obviously didn't have a little baby eating stuff inside the car.
It has ersatz wire wheels. Right behind it is
Thank you, David.
a Diamond T truck,
Benno.
a 1951 Diamond T truck.
Hi, Benno.
Diamond T is also a truck manufacturer that is no longer with us, but obviously has been carefully maintained and lovingly driven by its owner.
With hay in the back. Randy Wallenberg's up next.
1965 Impala.
Oh, no, that's number
That doesn't
85.
look like an Impala. That's not an
No,
Impala.
that's that was number 85, so that was, far, far away.
Number 24. Here we go. Here's the Impala. I got that one wrong. Every now and then the captain makes a mistake. This one is the Impala. It's 1965, and it is also just beautifully maintained and restored. Is this the original paint on it? No, not the original paint.
It looks like it. It's gorgeous.
And
What a lovely color.
Randy has got his baseball uniform in the back seat there to remind us of the great American tradition. Thank you, Randy, for bringing it.
Thank you. Alex Nybo. Oh, my goodness. Isn't that a fun, sexy car
My notes
there.
on this say that
Wow.
the color is a Fathom Blue.
Fathom Blue.
Maybe so. Is that the right name, Fathom Blue? And on really great BF Goodrich tires, and just a lovely, lovely presentation. Thank you for bringing it to us, and with
Gorgeous.
the American flag.
Gorgeous.
Always warms the cockles of this captain's black card.
Oh, this is 28. We're skipping here to Bob Townley in the 1950 Chevrolet Style line.
Yes, and it says an
Complete
old
with puppy.
hot rod coming out of hibernation, Bob. Interesting thing about this, that the rear windows slide back. It's an interesting feat, and I see you've got a grandchild in the back there. Yeah, good. Thank
And the
you
puppy.
for bringing
You got
it.
2 grandkids and a puppy in there. Thanks, Bob.
Right behind it is a Trans Am. Pontiac is another make of car that's no longer with us.
Fred Greer. How you doing, Fred?
But what a
Look at those
beautiful piece of work this
rims.
particular car is. It's just a lovely, lovely presentation of it.
Did I call that the right thing? The rims? Is that gold part? Is that called the? That's
Oh.
called the. Oh, okay. There you go. See, I was trying to get it right.
All right. Yeah. Well done.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Fred Greer, 1981 Pontiac Trans Am. And this is
Mitsubishi.
my brother had this.
The interesting thing about the Mitsubishi company is that they are a huge manufacturer, and during World War II, of course, they built the Zero-Sen fighter. And now this is the direct descendant of the Zero-Sen fighter. There it is. It's called a Pajero. I never heard that word before.
Scott
And
Stinson.
it has a 660 cubic centimeter displacement, turbocharged engine, and notice the right-hand steering. They drive on the left side in Japan, so this is a direct Japanese import.
I was thinking that lady didn't look like a Scot.
No.
George Hill coming up here next.
Right. George is bringing us with what looks like grandchildren. A 1967 Ford Galaxy 500. That is one long car. When Ford designed this particular car, they stuck the stern end way, way out so as to have enough room for the name Galaxy 500. A beautiful restoration and I really like the convertible on it. It's probably a pretty rare car.
That's probably really hard
Yeah.
to parallel
Yeah.
park, I would imagine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 32
George
is
Hill. Oh, 32, Jeff.
another Pontiac Trans Am. And very interesting paint scheme. Jeff, thank you for bringing the car to us. And I like, in particular, the fin back on the back to help keep the stern end down when you're going at 140 knots. Right behind it.
Right on the West Side Highway.
Right behind it is an MGTC. Again, comes from the Morris garages. And this one has beautiful wire wheels. What a lovely old car. 2 Solex carburetors, updraft carburetors in it. Do I have that right? Yeah. Okay.
I like your license plate, your personalized license plate. I love it.
Oh, right hand drive as well, and lots of wood inside the cockpit. Yep. Thank you.
We'll give you a push. Thanks, Bill. Oh, there's Tara. Tara Morgan, our very own Voice of Vashon personality, and Joanna Doc.
Let's see.
And Margot.
Without having the.
Oh, that's your dad. Oh my gosh, the car
A
before.
1960
That's Margot's
Chevrolet.
dad. That's so fun.
When I was working in the service station, I drove a Chevrolet truck, but it was a little bit older than that one. But that is a lovely restoration of the work that you've done on it, and just a beautiful, beautiful truck. Does it have the original straight 6 Blue Flame engine in it?
It was my grandpa bought it new in 1960.
Okay, thank you.
This camera right here beside us, because Libby's watching.
Behind it, Craig and Lynette Bellis and their drive.
That doesn't look like Lynette.
That's not Lynette
I'm
over
pretty
there.
sure that's not Lynette. Sorry, you're not as cute as Lynette.
Lynette's a lot prettier than that. That's I'm going to say a 2002, but that's the series number. It is not the year. And it is, in fact, a 1975 Bavarian Motorwerke, belonged to Craig and Lynette Bellis. And Craig, of course, is one of the great stalwart island people that have done so much good for all of us.
And also Voice of Vashon, board member and volunteer.
A lovely restoration. Now, I happen to be a owner of a 3-pointed star, so Bavarian Motorwerke is an entirely different design philosophy, but it's still just a beautiful car, and I'm always happy to see it around.
See you at the hardware store.
So those of you who think that Volkswagens are only buses or things like that, this one is a Volkswagen Corrado, and I want you to notice that it still has the dealer sticker on the over on this side, that you can see how much it costs and the mileage that it gets, and it says that it gets 25 miles to the gallon on the highway. So a very interesting car. And engine forward in this car. That's true. So unlike the Bug, which has the engines aft, the engine is forward in this car, and it's going to pull that car all the way down to the car show with our thanks for having brought
Thanks,
it.
Jared. Oh my gosh, 25 miles. That's a riot, keeping the sticker
Chris
on there.
has bought us a 1967 Buick, a GS 400. Buicks, for me, are particularly interesting cars because they have, if nothing else, difficult to identify which series they belong to. Over the years, they have changed the nomenclature of their cars. And I grew up with fairly early Buicks with the original straight 8 overhead valve engine. This one probably has one of the Buick V8s in it. But it's got dual exhausts, a GS 400. Absolutely beautiful car, very lovingly maintained and driven by lovely people, and we thank you for bringing it to us.
And just a reminder, drivers, we need to keep you close so that we don't have any passerbys going across the road. We don't want any little kids getting squished by a car today.
And good morning to Jane with a 1964 Riviera. This is a great example of how the nomenclature of Buick cars has changed over the years. This one is a Riviera, and am I right, this is front-wheel drive? Front-wheel drive. So for years, Buick was a rear-wheel drive vehicle and big and heavy. You notice how far this one sticks out. Almost as big as one of my Coast Guard cutters. And it's just a lovely car. Thank you for bringing it to us.
I love that leather interior. Look at that beautiful red interior of that one. Oh, thanks, Eugene.
So this next car is what's called a Deux Chevaux, a Citroën, which is a French car, a Deux Chevaux. It has a little tiny engine, and it will pull it along at full speed, probably no more than 60 knots on the freeway. And Citroën built these cars right after World War II because there were not many vehicles around, and it was built in some way to compete with the original VW Bug. But
Hence
one
the
of
body.
the challenges with this car, and looks to me like you've solved it, is the rust problem with the body on the car.
Oh,
anyway, it
fabulous.
is a beautiful restoration, and I see you've got it on a Tour de France, a Tour de France sticker. Thank you for bringing it to us. It's the first time I've seen this car on the island. Thank you.
Thanks, Gillian.
Well, we're getting some really interesting
Ooh,
cars
42.
here today.
There's Peter Larson.
This one is
And his little putt-putt.
a Mini, and my notes say that it is called an Innocente. So I'm hoping that the driver thereof is an Innocente as well as the vehicle itself. Minis are really interesting, and they have a whole range of them from very low powered to all the way up to what we see here on the island. There are several people that have a Mini Clubman. It is essentially the same vehicle, but different kinds of power. And I would not particularly want to drive for 1,000 miles in one of those, but I'll bet you that you do, and I thank you for bringing it to us. It's just a great car. Thank you.
And you can go visit Peter roasting fresh nuts over at Minglemint just down the road. Minglemint is another one of our fabulous underwriters. Thanks, Peter. Tyler Johnson. Oh, no, sorry. Mike Stryker,
This is
number 45.
a Morris Garage, an MGB, a Roadster, and it is graced not only by Mike, who is driving it, but could that be a granddaughter that is in the car with you? So
You don't know how cool you are.
Being a grandfather myself, I am always happy to have and see grandchildren included in activities like this. It's a great car, has lovely wire wheels on it, and it's going to give you thousands and thousands more miles of enjoyment with your granddaughter. Thank you for bringing it.
Thank you. I love that color. If I could make everything orange that I owned, I would. I love orange.
Number 46 coming up behind us is
Ooh,
a
listen to that motor.
1957.
He's rolling, rolling. Number 46, who is he? Robert?
Do you notice that it has a name?
Oh, Monty Boone.
So Robert has named it Maudie Boone.
Aw, hi,
And
Monty.
it's a 1957 Chevy Nomad in the Bel Air series. That was the year after I graduated the Coast Guard Academy, and some of my classmates ended up buying cars just like this.
And it looks like you could fit 20 people in the back of that thing. Holy
It
cow.
doesn't have anybody in it right now.
That
though.
is a roomy interior.
Robert chose to drive it by himself.
Coming up next, 47, Bob France. Hey, Bob.
So this is a Woody wagon, and it is saying Maudie's wagon, and it's 1941. Does it have the original Chevrolet straight six engine in it? Good. So Chevrolet called that a Blue Flame engine. And interestingly enough, it did not have pressure lubrication on all of the bearings in the engine itself. The interesting thing about this vehicle is the wood trim to it, which has got to be a real maintenance challenge to keep it looking the way that it does. It's
Especially
an
in the
absolutely
Pacific
beautiful
Northwest.
presentation.
Yeah, especially here.
And it looks to me, and look at the nice white wall tires. We don't get those very much anymore. Thank you for bringing it to us.
Thanks, Bob. Marty's wagon.
A Volkswagen do buggy with a somewhat modified engine, I would think, from the original bug engine. As it goes by, I'll take a look at it because you've got it out in open, and look at the lovely people that you have riding in the stern of it.
So fun.
Yes.
So fun.
Thank you for bringing the vehicle. Very interesting, and what a nice, what a nice job on that engine.
Sally Fox! Steve Brown and our own Sally
All right,
Fox
so
from,
got it.
selling tickets. Sally is out there selling raffle
So
tickets.
this car started out being a Barracuda, but it really is not. It's really a Porsche, and it's a Boxster Porsche, which is different from the traditional, what we call a 911 Porsche. And but it still has the traditional Porsche layout with the engine aft. And
that's
if I
beautiful.
had time, I would tell the story of my challenge that I had with a Porsche once, but that'll be another story for another time.
That's gorgeous.
And, Steve, we thank you for bringing it to us, and Dr. Fox right there has just dropped out,
Our own
and
Sally
she's got
Fox.
raffle tickets.
Embracing the Muse here on Voice of Vashon. Fabulous show that she has, and she's out selling tickets. 51. Hey!
So this is a Lotus, and my notes tell me that finally this longtime Vashon landmark is back on the island, and clearly it's running. Congratulations and well done. Whoa! It is the original Lotus. Is not a replica, and it has a 1500cc Cortina engine, an English Ford engine, and the owner says that it is as much fun to drive as you might think it is. So bringing it,
That looks
thank
fun
you
to
for
drive.
bringing it to
That
us.
looks fun to drive. Thanks, Alice.
Right behind it is a 1957. As I lived in the UK for 3 years, and so the correct pronunciation is a Jaguar. This is a 140 XK140 Jaguar, when Jaguar was still Jaguar, and before it became something else of what it is today. What a lovely car, and beautiful wire wheels, and it sounds to me like it's got the original. Everything about it is original. Yep.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
And not only that, but it's got original flowers back on the stern end. Thank you for bringing it to us.
Thank you, Peter.
Take good care of it, because there are not many of those left.
A Jaguar is on my vision board. I will have one of those cars one day. I'm envisioning it.
Right
it.
behind it is
A cutie.
another Lotus, and I am not as up on Lotus motor cars as I should be, but this one's called a Lotus Elan. But what I can say is that the restoration on it is just a lovely job, and thank you so much for bringing it to us. It just is, and you've got the top down, and you've got this beautiful lady riding in the right-hand seat with you.
Thanks, Mark. That's awesome. I love that color, too. Ooh, another orange vehicle. Have I told you that I love orange?
So the next vehicle is a 1960 Jeep, a CJ, a Charlie Juliet. And Jeep vehicles are, to me, especially interesting vehicles because they go all the way in a direct line from the World War II Jeep all the way down to this one, and then to Jeeps that we see coming behind it. This one is a one which may or may not. Power steering on this particular vehicle, that's what I thought. No power steering and no power brakes on this one, and notice that you get to the engine by lifting those retainers up forward and raising the. This is as close as we get to a World War II Jeep with the more modern body style. Thank
get
you
a
so much for bringing
real
it to us.
Upper body workout with that.
Beautiful restoration.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
This is a bug in the traditional sense.
Punch buggy, no punchbacks.
What are you?
Punch buggy, no punchbacks.
Oh, another bug. Oh,
Sorry, I got to
golly.
do it.
So a bug in the traditional sense, as it is a 1969. An interesting thing about bugs of this era is that they have the larger rear window, and it is not a split rear window. When bugs first came out, the rear window was split, and they had a sequence of engines. This one's sort of a mid-size bug engine, I think. You've done a lovely job with it, and we really thank you for bringing it to us. Beautiful
Gorgeous.
color and beautiful lady driving it.
Thanks, Olivia.
By
1969. It was a good year. That's the year I was born.
1951 Chevrolet Fleetline Deluxe.
Luke
And it's
Lukowski.
got a fastback body, and my guess is that it is also with the original straight 6 Chevrolet Blue Flame, and I got a thumbs up from the driver, from Luke, who tells me that it is indeed the original straight 6 Chevrolet overhead valve engine in it. Thank you.
Gorgeous. Thanks, Luke. 57.
1963 Willys 4x4. So Willys, after World War II, they decided to build vehicles besides the Jeep, and this is one of them right here. A little Willys truck with young people riding in the stern. There's nothing better than putting kids in the back of a pickup truck and driving them down to Point Robinson.
Thanks, Ken.
All right.
Oh, Emmett Sherman.
A Chevelle, a 1966 Chevelle with clearly not the original engine in it. And there we go.
Somebody who did the parade came up and she said that this is taking so long because it's in hard.
So this is
They don't like to sit in
a
hard
1964
and so
Porsche,
we actually have a flagger from
and
Island Insurance who's
not a
flagging.
911. And right in front of me now is, wow, we're
Going on and on. Okay.
Number 62. 62, Casey. That's
we
a
must be moving things along
1959
here.
Dodge Coronet. Ooh, that's fun.
All right, a
63.
63. A 96 Land Rover, part of the Land Rover company that built the original Land Rover that we see in many adventure movies.
Oh gosh, that was so. We have some vehicles that. Wow, that's. We're speeding up. We've heard that there are a couple of cars that are starting to overheat, so we're speeding things up a little bit here.
Is that what's happening? We're
Yep.
getting overheating again. That's because I'm talking too much. But I like to give everybody an opportunity to have their cars stop and talk a little bit about them and
That's
about
a fun one.
the work that they put into them to make them like this.
2016 Mercedes. Oh, isn't that fun? That is gorgeous. Look at that color. Oh,
Wow.
that is fantastic. Next page. Oh, and then we've got a couple of special guests here. We've got Deborah Heesh is in this little Ford 150, and we have some special guests. We've got Athena and Brandy Marks, and there's actually a drag brunch over at Snapdragon at 11 o'clock today. That'll be super fun.
So I've got to quickly say something. It's a 1941 Plymouth truck. And Plymouth trucks were really rare in the Plymouth series. There were not very many of them built. And there's one that just drove by. And I guess that we are moving things along because we are getting a little overheating. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep, we are getting a little overheated again, some of these cars. That's gorgeous. What the heck was that?
But I do like to recognize everybody who has brought a vehicle because they put so much time and effort into
John
taking
Rowley,
care
there's
of
a
them and sharing them with them.
1966 Ford Mustang.
A
We've got
Ford
another
Mustang, yes, a 64 Ford Mustang.
Stacy Sampson, thanks, Stacy. What do you have? 76 Alex Graham coming up. And that's a 2006 Subaru. Michael, you can count a Subaru.
Another really interesting vehicle in that it is a Toyota van of an early vintage in 1984. And I do have to say something about this. This is a Auburn, and it is supercharged, and you can tell by all of the pipes along the side.
Whoa. That is a badass looking car there. Ooh, 51 Willie, there you go. Number 80, Rodolfo Solis. Wow, look at that old one. 1987 Toyota 4Runner.
4Runner. I also had an interesting confrontation with a 4Runner once. Again, Doug with a 2005 Bavarian Motorwerke Zulu
Wow, gorgeous.
4. What a lovely car. Thank you for bringing it.
82. Michel? Is that how you?
82, Michelle, is that how I pronounce it? Okay.
52.
And a 1952 MG. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. 83, Denise Packett? No, hi, how are you?
Hello, Denise.
Good.
Interesting vehicle, interesting headlights on the front. Not exactly original equipment, I believe.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
An original barn find. It lived in stalls of horses.
Lived in,
Closely, there's a dent. One dent that it got kicked by a horse.
oh my
Okay.
gosh, been kicked by a horse. This is an original farm find, this 1964 Datsun. Wow.
All right, so now we've got a couple that are not on the list, and so I'm just going to be winging it here.
One with
And,
a cute puppy.
Good morning. So
Two cute puppies.
this is a Saab, and
1985 Saab.
With two dogs and a pretty girl in the right-hand seat. So Saabs are always interesting cars to me. This one at least does not have the window shade cooling arrangement that early Saabs had. Thank you for bringing it.
Thank you. Have fun. Whoa, number 86.
So number
Wowza.
86 is also not on our list, so we're just going to...
Look at that little that thing on the
Yes.
the little doggy thing.
A rumble seat car. First of
Oh,
our rumble seat
fun.
cars that we've had today.
Here comes something shiny, number 87. Come on up, 87. Oh, look, they're twinnies.
So behind, coming up now, are two Chevrolets
Oh, my
in the
goodness.
Bel Air series, and I'm going to say that they are 1957s.
56.
56.
1956. Wow.
I was off by a year, and
Not bad, Captain Joe.
they are both matched in color, and also
So
1956. Is that right? Now I've got it right this time. Two Bel Airs with exactly, and lovely ladies sitting in the in that 1956 Bel Air.
Love it. Number 89 coming
Where
up.
are all these vehicles coming from?
These are just people that didn't register and they're showing off their
All right.
gorgeous cars.
Then we're just going to keep on talking. A Pontiac Firebird. Lovely, lovely car, and great noise. And, of course, we no longer have any Pontiac motor cars
That's
being
a
built.
muscle car. Number 90. Ooh, that's fun.
A Overland from the Overland Truck Store.
That's a camping vehicle.
A Trans Am.
Wow.
No Trans Ams being built anymore either.
Oh my gosh, there's another
Porsche with pretty
Hi,
girls
guys.
sitting up on top of it.
Whoa, number 95 with big, huge wheels. I feel like this guy could roll right over the building. You could just roll right over the building. Oh, jeez. Number 94,
Yes,
Land Cruiser.
a FJ40 Land Cruiser. I owned one of them up in the Great Lakes. What a wonderful vehicle and almost indestructible. And too bad we don't have those anymore.
Chevy S10, those little pocket trucks. There you go. 2 of those. Hey, Chastity! There's Chastity from Island Queen. Organizes this whole car show and car parade. Thank you so much, Chastity. I think that's it. Nope, one more old car coming up.
So this is an original Ford Bronco, one of the early Ford Broncos. And now you can buy an updated Ford Bronco, but if I were in the market for a Bronco, that's the one that I would want, the one that just drove by.
Wow.
So
well, that was a lot of cars this year. My goodness. Thank you, James. Thanks again to Island Insurance, Medlock and Sons. Special thanks to VCA, the Chamber, Voice of Vashon, and Vorn Brock and Vashon Properties for sponsoring this annual event.
Kate, I want to make sure that we got all of our
underwriters thanked.
Wonderful sponsors and underwriters that we mentioned them.
Absolutely.
Encourage people to patronize them.
Thank you, Windermere and Pandora's, Puget Sound Cooperative Credit Union, Thriftway, PSE, Sawbones, the pharmacy. Okay, your turn.
Minglement, Granny's, the Vashon Framery, Palouse, which is one of our wineries here on the island.
Little
Clip, should one need a haircut. Lauren at LNS Cedar. Dr. Steve Norris, I think we've gotten everybody else.
And Vashon Market IGA, Hawthorne Stereo, Link Audiology, and NACM. Thank you so much for sponsoring Voice of Vashon.
So it remains for us, for Kate and myself, to thank everybody for being here as we did this every year, and to thank in particular Island Insurance for having sponsored this and the car show which follows this. I will be headed from here down to Point Robinson, and I will be giving tours out at Point Robinson for the rest of the afternoon, because as hard as it is to believe, there are some people who have been festivaled out.
Festivaled out.
And they would like just to come and visit with the captain at Point Robinson.
Absolutely.
I see a member from Vashon Island Fire and Rescue is right next to us here. And so I take this opportunity to thank them for the great service that they provide to all of us. I have, in the last few years, had occasion to ask for some help from them, and I have found them to be incredibly compassionate and professional. And so if we ever got full value from our property taxes, it is partly because we help to pay for Vashon Island Fire and Rescue. So with that, we thank you, my dear.
And say bye to Vivian, who's watching at home.
Oh.
Bye, Vivi C.
And so if you haven't bought your raffle tickets, now is the time. And we thank you all.
Thank you, Captain Joe.
Thank you, my dear.
Another excellent car show. Woo! Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you.
Way down.
Oh, gosh. So there were a lot that were not registered. Yeah. So I'm going to say there were 90.
Okay, yeah. 90 plus probably?
So we had 83 that were registered.
Yeah, because when we first came in, there were probably about 15 cars already parked in the lot down there. And then the person flagging everybody said, move out of the street. We have 80 more